Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today's pick a card is your twin flame journey. So everyone's twin flame journey is going to be different as far as union, as far as story. So we're going to try and get as much detail in each pile here as possible for you so you understand whether you're already in that meeting or union or not. Also, this does not have to be romantic, okay? This could be within, your twin flame can be a friendship, even a family member, okay? It's just someone that you're meant to grow with, learn from, someone that you're kind of energetically attached to throughout your life, so, or at a certain point in your life. So yeah, and as always on this channel, each and every pile is completely customized by Spirit. So Spirit guides me completely from beginning to end within each pile. So no two piles are alike or similar, unless Spirit says so. So yeah, I will let you guys meditate on your cards and I will see you in your piles. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your twin flame journey reading. Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna see what Spirit wants you to know about this person or this journey. It's kind of gonna tell the story of your path together, and whether you're already in this connection or not. It's gonna tell you about it so you can either recognize one that is already in your life or one that is yet to come. Okay, so you guys were attracted to this card. It is 27, the corners of the mouth. It says nourishment, health, well-being, providing for others, creating balance, nurturing the body, mind, and spirit. All right, so this tells me about the other person. I get a lot of Virgo energy. I get a lot of like health right off the bat. So like someone who's maybe very focused on health, on well-being, on eating well. But I feel like the senses are very important to this person. Like there is a lot of like earthly energy here. There is a lot of nature here. And I think they probably love food. They probably love, but like they're a good cook. Like it's not just like, they don't just love like overeating, so to say, right? It's like they love a good balance of a meal where it's like they're getting the nourishment they need, but they're like very good at cooking in one way or another, or they're very talented in that. They could also be really good, like very focused on working out or like staying healthy, staying in physical good condition. This also doesn't matter male or female, but we do see nurturing here. So I think they nourish themselves, but they also like to nourish those around them. Maybe a very good communicator, okay, because we see so much emphasis on the mouth. Okay, so maybe someone who is very nurturing or nourishing with their words, kind, supportive, loving. Okay, maybe I think they have an eye for detail. They like the little things, like they find pleasure in the little things. All right, so that's just what immediately I'm picking up on. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get an animal spirit card just to get more of the personality of the type. Okay, so we have spider and sea serpent. Yeah, more of this attention to detail and motherly nurturing, okay? And it doesn't matter if they're male or female, it's just this energy of that nurturing vibe. Okay, someone who's very attention to detail, detail oriented, someone who maybe yeah, like they like things how they like them. Their home is very neat and tidy. Okay, they like have their own space. They also like, yeah, the home is very important. Okay, yeah, I think they're very an independent type person. Um, but I don't think it's like, it's not that they don't want to share it. They do want to share it with others, but it's like, but they're very proud of the space that they hold and how they create and contain the space. And I feel like they're very big presence within a room, especially, yeah, the sea serpent here. It's like, this card can also talk about communication. Okay, so communication is definitely important. I'm definitely getting a lot of mercurial energy here, like Virgo, Gemini. It doesn't have to totally be the case. Okay, but there is a lot of earth for sure. And we see earth and water. So yeah, a lot of like groundedness, but emotional depth. Okay, I think this person's not afraid to speak their mind, and maybe that's, you guys meet in some way or another where it's something where maybe it's through food. Maybe you go on a date, or you meet them at a restaurant, or you maybe go to a show of some kind and they're performing, or you hear something about the voice. Like maybe you hear their voice and it just sounds so familiar, or you're so connected with their voice and you're like, oh my gosh, there's something about this person. They sound familiar to me. They sound, yeah, there's something there. And I think you like how detail oriented they are. You like, yeah, they just feel so put together and complete, like on their own as a person, and that really draws you in. I think they draw you in, like with the web here. It's like everything's kind of bringing you to this point, right? Point. It's this magnetism that they hold. Okay, and so they draw you in. It's like you can't help but focus on them. There's like something about them that makes you, that draws you in, pulls you towards them. Okay, and you're like, wow, I really admire this about you. I'm really connected through this part of you. It's something that catches your eye or catches your attention right away, and it's something unique that they have, and they're just like, you can't not spend time with them, or you can't not focus on them or this aspect of them. It's like they're so unique and unlike anything or anyone you've ever seen. They have something about them that's just so eye-catching or so attention-grabbing. Okay, and it might not be for everyone. Like they might not be this big showy person. I don't get that at all. I think it's like something very detailed, something very subtle that only you catch. It's like they have, it's like almost like an acquired taste. It's like they stand out for you, but they might not stand out in a positive way for everyone. But for you, it's like there's something there that I can't not have you in my life. Like it draws me right in. Okay. It's like they have this depth to them, this unique depth in how they talk and how they present themselves. Maybe we see all the colors here, so maybe they like dress in a really funky way or like super colorful, and that draws you in, right? It's something, it's either like the way they communicate draws you in, maybe their physical, how they, present themselves physically, just like it's very eye-catching to you. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, the Magician. There's that mercurial energy. Okay, so we're going to talk about your story now. Okay, we can see this. I'm just going to bring it down here then. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I don't want to cover anything. And judgment. Can we put those here? Yes, we can. I see one of you is very fast moving, one of you is very slow. Like one of you like really charges ahead and the other one like really takes their time. You know, everything will get done in, you know, in perfect order as it needs to be. Okay. So in this case, it's a very good balance of you both, because you're going to help them. I want to say help them slow down. So maybe you're the slow one, but this could be reversed. Okay. So take it as it resonates. But one of you is going to help the other slow down. The other one's going to help the other kind of get motivated more and maybe, you know, speed up at certain times, where it's like, it's going to be this nice balance between you both. Okay. And yeah, maybe this is talking about you both as well, but I really feel like it's this other person. I feel like they really, yeah. And maybe it is like one of you is like super nurturing, the other of you is like super outgoing, very talkative, the other one's a little more grounded, quiet to themselves, more homebody, and the other one is like, yeah, a little more go, go, go. Okay. But yeah, one is definitely more of, yeah, the communicator, more of the talker, and the other person's just like more easygoing, maybe. And yeah, I feel like maybe even this could be an earth sign and an air sign. All right, doesn't have to be. But okay, you guys, your journey together, okay, is about finding, I feel like finding comfortability. You might start out, one of you maybe as a pairing, as you come together, okay, you start like maybe without a lot of physical security. All right. And so you coming together is more about finding, I feel like finding the health, finding well-being without maybe having a lot of finances, or not having a lot of, yeah, like physical security. Okay, you're almost meant to like figure out how to become healthy within the mind, body, and spirit first. So this could be a really massive spiritual journey that you guys go on, where you're kind of meant to find the basics and focus on the health of your mind, the health of your eating. It's like finding like organic foods and focusing on the physical body, the health of the physical body, before you come into any physical security, any like maybe before you find a home or find a solid place. And I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's here. It's like you are meant to experience struggle, whether that's independently or together. Okay, and you are supposed to slowly build up into a more prosperous time in your life, but you are meant to experience that lack. Okay, maybe lack without the other person, maybe that's it, maybe the loneliness of not having them and feeling without that love or that connection. Okay, and for some it's going to be you guys together. There's going to be this experience of maybe, you know, not having total security within finances, maybe not the jobs that you want, or not getting paid the amount that you want, or not having that, you know, solid place or home together. Okay, but this is to grow the actual roots system of your relationship. It is to actually grow a properly rooted foundation together. It's just part of it. It's just how it's supposed to happen. It is providing whatever you experienced, even though it's difficult, or it was difficult. Okay, it was there to help you guys focus on your inner world, on your health, on your almost mental well-being first and foremost, before you could get the physical. Because maybe there was a lot of trauma or a lot of beliefs that they or both held about abundance, physical security, you know, abundance, whatever it was, and it was affecting maybe your outer world, and therefore it forced you to go within and kind of change this, transform this or them within themselves first. Okay, and so it's almost like the physical will not reflect outwardly until you get the inner world healthy, until you get the mind healthy, until you get the body healthy, and the thoughts positive, and the thoughts, in the space that you want them to be. And I really feel like you guys are connected in this. Okay, again, they could be a Virgo or a Gemini. They do not have to be, but it's almost as if you guys help each other figure out directly how to manifest down into the physical. Like, this is above, so as above, so below, right? It's like, okay, so if we're not healthy within, how we treat ourselves, if we're not treating ourselves with the best, okay, so if we're not treating our bodies the best, with the best food, with, with nutrition, with physical exercise, with meditation, it's realizing that, helping each other realize that the inner truly does reflect in the outer. Okay, and so I feel like that's your journey together, is kind of figuring out that the inner health first before that gets reflected in your outer world. It's becoming those master manifestors, becoming those true magicians, those true alchemists. Okay, and I feel like you're meant to focus on that first, because then you can infinitely acquire anything in the physical. And so first we got to figure out the details, okay? The details of life. And I think that's why it really took away everything out of the physical, in order to allow you to focus, okay, well, if we're not getting that reflected in our outer world, what is it about ourselves, within ourselves, that needs looked at? That where are we not treating ourselves the best? Okay, where are we depriving ourselves of certain things? Okay, where is the balance thrown off? Because right now our outer world is not reflecting prosperity, okay, or health or abundance. There's something here that needs looked at within ourselves. And again, I keep saying this because I do feel like you guys are connected in that way. So I don't know if this could be a relationship you're already in, all right? And this is just telling your story. And if you haven't met this person yet, this is something that you guys are going to help each other do. Okay, this is something that's going to help each other. You guys are going to help each other bring yourselves out of any kind of lack. So whether that's ill health, whether that's, job security or home security, you guys are going to help each other balance each other out, show each other where we're kind of lacking, okay, what we're missing, so that we're a better conduit, so that we're a better manifester, so that we can bring down what it is we want in the physical through our tools, through our knowledge, through our inner health, okay? Because once we are, we know we're deserving, because guess why? Because I give myself the best food, because I exercise every day, I treat myself truly the best, right? As good as I possibly can. I'll sacrifice other things in my life so that I can buy organic food. This is one example, okay? And because I do that, I know within myself that I truly deserve the best, because I treat myself the best. And so I know that my outer world will then start reflecting that level of self-love, that level of abundance, because I show myself I am abundant. I prove to myself by treating myself so well, I deserve abundance in my outer world as well. And so that takes a process for sure, but this is, you guys are meant to, your purposes I think are connected here, that you are meant to come out of like a whole, maybe you guys were unhealthy before in one manner or another, or there was something lacking. So yeah, there was some kind of like, maybe one of you was more mentally negative or in ill health mentally, and the other one was maybe more physically. Okay, there's something there. You guys come together, you help each other balance out, and you find the inner health which then starts reflecting in your outer health. Or sorry, your outer world, meaning your outer world starts becoming healthier, more abundant, more whole, okay? And it's like, it's not even just, it's everything, okay? How you treat yourself, how you start from the piece of food that you put in your mouth is such a massive part of like your outer world, which is so crazy. And like how you get treated in the outer world, what you feel you deserve, how much you get paid. Because think about it, like if you don't value yourself to the point of like not even giving yourself, you know, the best food or even healthy food that's going to make you feel good, right? That is a direct reflection of how you get treated in the outer world and what's reflected back to you. Okay, so you guys help each other do this. You help each other lift out of unhealthy patterns. And maybe this isn't food. Maybe this is, you know, low self-worth, okay, lack mentality, where one of you is like, no, you do deserve the best. We're going to help each other rise up out of this, okay, by supporting each other, by believing in each other, by believing in each other's dreams. And maybe this takes a lot of years with the spider web, right? It's like little by little we figure out the pieces to our happiness, to our world, to create this larger picture that becomes this beautifully balanced well-being, right? This healthy life and creation and world that started with ourselves, that started with treating ourselves the best, even maybe when other people would doubt you, not believe you, talk down to you in some way or another, right? It's like we helped each other grow in healthy ways by inserting love, by inserting belief, by inserting, you know, support. And by doing that, we created the healthiest soil for a beautiful connection, for a beautiful life, okay? It helped us rise out of the dead. It helped us rise together out of, like, look, they're in coffins, right? Maybe out of a time where we were just another, you know, maybe asleep couple, and we helped each other kind of awaken. Or I think you guys had, maybe will have or have had like a calling at the same time, or a spiritual awakening, okay? Whether you've had this already or not, you will have this great awakening together, which brings you to that new level, or it helps you awaken spiritually to your greater purpose together as a unit, okay? I think you guys may be connected spiritually as far as your paths, okay? Even if you guys have two separate things that you do, there is something here where your life is a spiritual path, okay, in the world that you're here to create. By creating yourselves as healthy people from the inner world first, and allowing that process to happen where it slowly becomes reflected in your outer world. Okay, and that is the most long lasting. That is that perfect Virgo energy. It's that sixth house energy. It's creating that health day in, day out. And that doesn't always, that is of course food and you know, bodily health. For sure that is included, but that's not, it doesn't stop there. It's our discipline, okay? It's our work ethic. It's that everyday showing up and not giving up. It's that day-to-day work that needs done. It's that, you know, maintenance of a nice house. It's the maintenance of a clean, you know, body and house, and doing those things every single day to make our place and our home and our bodies, right, ourselves feel good. We show up for ourselves every day. We show up so that we feel our best, and that eventually, okay, and sometimes we as individuals, that takes a while to clean that up, okay? It takes a while to show up every day, to constantly make the better choices, which are not always the easier choice, Okay, it's not always the easier thing to go for the apple instead of the chocolate bar. It's not always the easier thing to, go for that walk or go for that run or go, do that workout or go to yoga, instead of sitting on the couch all day or watching TV all day, that's the easier thing, right? It's like making those healthier choices, because I know if I do this, I'll feel better. I know that I'll feel my worth will rise within me, right? That I know then I'll deserve better, and that I'll hold a higher standard for myself and for those around me, because I show up for myself every day. And so I'm no longer going to accept less, within my work. I see that my work is improving, that I am improving within what I do, right? And so no longer do I have lower self-worth. My self-worth is rising, and therefore I expect the best within my outer world, because I am proving to myself I am worthy every single day. And so you guys help each other do that. You help each other balance in those ways. Okay, pulling yourselves out of physical insecurity, pulling yourselves out of lack mentality, bad health, low self-worth, okay? Belief, belief or not belief within that we can achieve our dream, that we can achieve our goal, slowly building ourselves so that one day we are, we're doing all of these things, looking into all the details, feeding ourselves well, doing all of the things within our mundane day-to-day lives that then pull us out of this, and we start making more money, okay? We start actually, because we see our worth, we expect more money within our work. We're doing better work because we have more energy, we have more vitality. You see what I'm saying? It's all connected, and it starts within the detail. This is very interesting, but I feel like you guys, I have a strong feeling for most of you guys, you're already with this person, okay? You're already in this journey, but that's not going to resonate for everyone. If you're not, this is your path together, okay? This is how you guys pull yourselves out of, certain attitudes, conditionings, any lack or feeling low in one way or another. You are meant to rise together. You are meant to pull yourselves out of a dark place together. You are meant to, come up, rise up, and slowly but surely, by doing the mundane details, by living that every day, by starting with the inner world, starting with the inner health, and maybe one of you or both of you are bad communicators in some way, okay? It's those things. It's those attention to details. And it's the big picture, right, is created in all the little things that you do every day, okay? And so by focusing on that, by helping each other out with those things, we can create this bigger, more beautiful and full and whole and healthy and prosperous reality in future and present. It's the wholeness. We see the wholeness. It's all part of it. And so even if maybe one of you is so focused on, or on the money, right? It's like that drive, and the other person maybe is whatever, I don't know, just focused on one thing, and the other person's only focused on money, but they let their physical health decline, and the other person's like all about the healthy food and that kind of thing, but then they let their physical world, or they don't act upon inspiration, whatever it is, right? It's you guys both have something the other needs, and so you help each other, and you keep working at it every day until you both, create this wholeness within self and wholeness within your life together. And it creates this beautiful full picture of color of every, aspect. And it's just from that, doing that day to day, mundane, focusing on the health of life of ourselves, and therefore then it gets reflected in the outer. We become the masters of the magician, which is, you know, using the tools that we have, doing the day-to-day things, working it out, what needs done, until we become the masters manifestors, until, you know, in our mind, it is so, we're such a clear conduit for divine energy, and we realize our power to such a degree, right, that we now can pull through anything from the spirit world down into the physical. We can now manifest. As soon as we want something, we can pull it down. Okay? And so this is part of your greater journey. You guys are very connected within your purpose, within your mission here. Okay? Yeah, that is your journey of your twin flame pile one. And what a beautiful one. This was a really, really cool message. I absolutely love this. Yeah, it's like you guys really want the best for yourselves, and you want the best for each other and your life. And maybe you guys have come from a past of not having a solid home, or a solid foundation, or solid relationships, or seeing those solid relationships, or maybe, you know, you come from poverty in some way. There's something here where maybe someone always felt left out, or they felt like they never fit in. But you guys coming together, you help each other lift out of what could have been, okay? Because you both have experienced this lack in some way or another, and so you figure out that it's in those small details, it's in the, you know, the small ways that we speak to each other, or it's in those loving moments, or it's in the everyday, that, you know, it's in the mundane things that really makes the biggest difference. Okay? Yeah, that's really, really cool. And it's so grounded, and I really love that. It's like very practical, very everyday, but it's finding beauty in the everyday. It's finding the keys to life in the everyday, right? In the peace, in the love, in the small moments. And that makes the biggest difference. That makes the most beauty, right? It's all pieces to this greater puzzle, to this greater art piece that is life. So that was your reading, pile one. Please let me know in the comments if that resonated, if you connected with this at all. And let me know if you're with your twin flame already or not. Yeah, I'd love to know more about this. So if this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile one. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your twin flame journey reading. So we're going to get as much detail as we can about this person, about your journey together. So whether you're already with this person or not, we're going to tell you about the path that you guys take, so that you can either recognize you're already in it, or you have something to look forward to. Okay? So we have number 22 with Grace. This is the card you were attracted to. It says adornment, bring out beauty, elegance, the outer as a reflection of the inner, vanity, charisma, self-expression. Okay, so this definitely gives me the feeling that this person is, like, they're very attractive, they're very eye-catching, very beautiful in some way or another, definitely to you, okay? I think this person's very, like, exuberant. They express themselves clearly and honestly and in a unique way. I think they're not only a beautiful person on the outside, but they're definitely a beautiful person within. They have a beautiful inner world, okay, that is reflected in their outer world. So, yeah, they're just a beautiful person. They have a lot going for them. Like, we see lotus flowers all throughout here, so they have this depth in water. They have this depth that is super, it's like they're very solid as a person, but they're also like very deep. And yeah, such a unique like flower, you know. It's like they've gone through things. They're not just this shallow type of vanity. We do see vanity here, but I don't see it as like this shallow type of attractiveness. It's like they really shine from the inside out. Like they are attractive because they're so beautiful as a person. Okay, and I feel like they grace presence. They grace people with their presence. They stand out in a room. When they step into a room, it's like the time stops. Like everyone can feel them come into this space. Yeah, it's like almost like they have a very natural and classic beauty look. Like, yeah, it's almost like an angel. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to the tarot here. Okay, what do you, pile number 2, need to know? Wow. So yeah, like I said with the Lotus, that they've been through a lot. They've healed a lot. Okay. They are beautiful. Okay, they're a beautiful person because they've gone through so much. They've healed, but they've healed from this. Okay, or that your path together is going to be helping each other heal from, you know, past traumas and people in their lives that have hurt them and hurt you. Okay, this might be how you guys are connected in your lives. I really feel like you are connected in that way, where you've both had big battles to fight. Okay, you've had demons to overcome. You've had, you know, big parts of your shadow and your past that you've had to literally look at and overcome. Okay, maybe this is to do with, you know, past relationships, your childhood. Okay, you know, past friendships, relationships that have just felt like I feel like you both have not had it easy within relationships in your life, within growing up. Okay, it's felt like you've both had taken on your own battles, but you didn't let that overcome you. Okay, you actually used it in order to heal. And I think you guys come together, I want to say as healed. Like, I think you guys meet when you've already at least done some healing. Okay, I think you guys meet after you've kind of healed a little bit on your own. But I do feel like you do help each other heal, you know, going forward after you meet, for sure. Like I feel like it's a little bit of both here with Temperance, because she is in the middle of filling the cup. Okay, she's in the middle of the alchemization process. So it's not like you guys have come together fully healed, but you have done some healing on your own. And then I think you guys help each other overcome maybe your bigger battles together. You know, you kind of help each other, have each other's backs, that kind of thing. But I do feel like you guys have already done so much healing work within your inner world, and that's how you see that within, like, you do exude this angel, like, you know, healing like presence. Okay, and I think because this is a twin flame, you guys do reflect that in each other. Okay, it's not like just one of these people do this. Okay, I think you have that in common. All right, it's a big part of your story, and it's a big part of why you do stand out so much. Like, part of that charisma and that character and that depth of knowing life and knowing yourselves. Yeah, you've really both had to really go through it within your lives, And I think you come together to do the rest of the healing going forward. I want to get more on that. Okay, Four of Pentacles. All of these, yeah. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so, yeah. Wow, you guys have a lot to heal together. You do have a lot to heal together. Okay, but your story is that of grace. It is that of healing. Okay, it is like we've both had these pasts of grief, okay, of overcoming, having to bring down major walls. And maybe one of us has a bigger ego, okay? Maybe one of us, because we've had to be really protective of ourselves. And so because of, maybe the situation or the people around us, okay? And so that's almost built up the ego into such a big way, or like built walls up, okay? To kind of protect ourselves because we've had to be so tough and fight all the time. And so that's almost created this larger than life ego. Okay. And so it's like one of you needs built up and one of you needs to come down a little bit, where it's like, we almost think like one of us is very much, hardened, and the other one is almost like needs built up because it's beat down. Does that make sense? So you guys come together, okay, create balance for each other within this healing. It's like the other one has had a lot of, you've both had to fight, but one is almost like one did become the best fighter and super tough, and it's created this protection, this wall, this mask of I'm the best, or no one will cross me. The other one, through their battles, has almost like lost themselves, or lost confidence, okay, and kind of created this sadness within, or this grief, or this maybe the world is out to get me, or a victimhood mentality, and that's not going to resonate, okay, for everybody. But it is this like disappointment in the world, or disappointment within ourselves, maybe because we've lost many battles or whatever it was. We felt that we did. We felt that we, the world got the better of us, or certain people got the better of us, or that, the world is a cruel place, okay? And so what you guys do for each other is you adore each other so much, right? You love each other so much. You both have these certain aspects that are so in balance with each other. They heal each other because they're opposite, but there's that connection of similarity of the battling, okay? Of the having to face so many maybe hardships or difficult people. Traumas, maybe similar type of trauma in some way. And we both have such a story. Maybe we were both born in a difficult situation. It's just that we kind of went different routes as far as our own self-image, or how we dealt with it, or what we got out of it. And so we come together to help each other heal, to help each other grow, because I can give you more confidence, and I can give you more humility or more humbleness, okay? I can kind of bring down your walls, and I can help you fill up your cup, okay? And we literally heal each other from the inside out. We literally heal the wounds of the past, so that I will hold you, so that you can be vulnerable with me. You can cry, you can let it out. And I will help you by lifting you up, by giving you the confidence, by telling you, words of encouragement, by loving you in that way, and, believing in you, right? Believing in you, pushing you. Go, yes, you can do it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's this beautiful balance that we really help each other really blossom and become our best selves. Bring out the best of the best within each other, and give us the freedom to express ourselves, to be ourselves, to show off ourselves, to become who we're truly meant to be, right? Bring out the inner beauty, heal from the past, and make it an asset. We help each other make these things an asset, and then we get to, you know, live in this beautifulness as far as self-love. We help each other love this ourselves as individuals by loving each other. Wow, that's really beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Queen of Wands, it's that charisma, that self-expression, the inner beauty starting to reflect in the outer. And so these sad stories of these, you know, individuals becomes this really happy, loving, you know, a successful, creative success, or outer worldly success. And just because we get to now love within ourselves, and it starts reflecting in our outer world, we start seeing the beauty, we start seeing the light, right? It starts, because I see that within myself. I see such a beautiful flower, such a unique person with unique story that doesn't define me anymore. It doesn't put me down, right? We help each other see that within self, and therefore, you know, step into our own power and create beautiful things in our outer world, helping each other do that. Two of Pentacles, exactly what we didn't see within ourselves before, what we couldn't see. It's like we help each other see. Yeah, we pull the swords out of our hearts by loving, by supporting, by being there, by seeing the other, seeing their potential, not the pain, right? There's two twos here. It's what I didn't see and the other person can see. They can see very clearly how much beauty I hold, right? So the one thing that maybe I don't see about myself, or that you don't see about yourself, the other can see that within the other and helps that come out. Okay, we help each other heal. King of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Where can I put this? Hold on, I'm just gonna check it out. And I'm gonna get one more just to balance it out. Try this. Yeah, I'm gonna take the top card here. Page of Pentacles. Yes. Look, you're both handing each other your power. Like, you both get to stand in your power, right? You come out of a place of darkness, of struggle, and then you meet each other and you help the balance come in. You help each other see what the other doesn't see, okay? By supporting, by guiding, okay? You move out of a time of heartbreak. You literally pull the swords. You heal the heart space in each other, and you move yourselves into a safer place. You move you move into a more peaceful time in your life where we go, yes, we've had it hard. Okay, yes, that is true. But together we can move ourselves past that. We can heal. Okay, we can heal as individuals and heal together and create a more prosperous life going forward. Okay, maybe, you know, we do have air and fire here. It's not going to be for everyone, but that is coming through. Okay, but it's just like, it's allowing the other to be themselves and to use their story for their pleasure, or maybe pleasure, but for their benefit. Okay, and you both empower the other. Okay, you both give each other the tools by loving the other, by seeing the other, where you guys both go, okay, I'm good now because I don't care what anyone else has to say, or I feel supported and seen by this person. So I'm taking my future, I'm taking my life into my own hands. I'm realizing, you know, what my true power is. I'm realizing that I have every I want to say power again. It's just power keeps coming through. Every power to be who I am, to do what I'm here to do. Okay, I'm not shying away anymore. I'm not letting my past define me, becoming our healthiest selves. I'm not letting my ego run the show anymore, which leads to, destructive paths, or it stops me from connecting with others, right? That could definitely be a King of Swords. If it's in the shadow aspect, that could be like an egomaniac, right? And it doesn't allow people in. It doesn't allow the mind and the heart to be balanced. Okay, so that we need the heart to be healed, so that the heart and the mind can be there. Okay, so the mind isn't just saying, well, I'm blocking that. I'm not letting anyone in. And then the Queen of Wands here is like, if she has low self-worth, she's not going to express herself. She's not going to be herself, which is so amazing, okay? And the King of Swords is so intelligent, but we need that heart space to use that intelligence in the proper way, okay? To go forward in a compassionate way, in a way that helps all people instead of just self. Queen of Wands needs to stay in her power so that she can express, so she can create in a safe way, in a way that that is true to herself, so that she's not hiding anything away, because that's not only a disservice to her, but it's a disservice to the world, because she has so much beauty to give. Okay, because she is that beauty, she is that brightness. Okay, and so you, by supporting and holding each other and being patient, you move each other past a time of hurt, of heartbreak, into healing, into a more peaceful time of balance, okay, of peace, of rest, of grace. Okay, and you guys are able to then use your own powers in a positive light, and you grow your own physical world in a very great way, which could be a family, right? Which could be, becoming successful within your own individual careers, which is, supporting each other through our endeavors and creating a very stable foundation and stable life for ourselves in the physical, but also emotionally, because it's that perfect balance of the emotional stable self and having that physical world taken care of. Okay, it's all such a beautiful balance here. Our emotional states are such a peaceful place to be in, and therefore our outer worlds become that peaceful, stable place. Okay, and then there's so many treasures that we find, within our worlds together. Like, it's like starting this new chapter where we're no longer repeating the mistakes of the past or the hurts of the past. Like, we are healed, we are whole within self, within as a unit, and now we get to create this world as we want it to be, as healed, within our power, and seeing that reflected and getting to create in the outer world like that, and creating all of this beauty that we feel within ourselves. Now we get to see it in our outer world being reflected, and that's so beautiful. So that was the story of your twin flame. That was the journey of your twin flame. So whether you're in this already or not, the message is still the same. It's either you're experiencing this now or you will be soon. And yeah, it's beautiful. There's so much hope. There's so much overcoming. There's so much healing and prosperity here for you both. Where you pull yourselves and each other out of a dark place and into your own empowerment, which is, it's just, what else is, what's better than that, right? So that was your reading, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Please leave a comment if this resonated with you, and please, share your story if you'd like to. And if this reading resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to have or know more about your own situation or this connection, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. And I also have some other healing offerings there if you are so inclined. So if you'd like to know more, you could go to my website, you could email me. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading pile 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your twin flame journey reading. So you guys, we're attracted to the gathering together card. It says massing, converging, unifying, assembling, combining forces. The sum is greater than the parts. So for you guys, I keep getting this feeling that if you're not already together, you're going to be in union very, very soon. Okay, because I think the next part of your path is meant for you guys to join together. As far as healing, maybe you're meant to, grow. Yeah, you're definitely meant to evolve together in this next part of your life. But you could also be teaming up. Some of you, it's not going to resonate for all of you, in like business or in your creative projects or, in your healing work, whatever it is. But there is like some kind of merging here, gathering. Yeah. So that's so funny. Spirit has brought out the same tarot deck for every single pile so far. So it's obviously significant. Yeah, and I think it's because it's the story and because it's the before tarot. It's kind of telling, we're getting that kind of story of love, right? Look at that with temperance, healing, like we said. Gathering together to heal. Healing together. 3 of Wands. So you'll maybe be receiving a message from this person soon. Okay. Maybe you guys have been on your own healing journeys, okay, separately, and now we're seeing this message coming through, that it's time. Either one of you guys messages the other, or there's some kind of news here that brings you both together, okay, because it's time for you both to start healing as a couple or as a whole, okay. Maybe for some of you, this is you going on a trip, or going on a new experience or having a new experience. And that's when this message comes through, or that's when you meet. Okay. But there's something here. There's some kind of message coming through. King of Wands. Okay, so that could be talking about this person's energy or your energy. Like, take it where it resonates. Look at that Judgment. Yeah. So interesting. You have like a combination of the cards of pile 1 and 2, which is very fascinating. If you were drawn to those, they might have messages there for you. So yes, there is some kind of experience coming in, or a message, communication, okay, that is going to allow you guys to come together. Maybe you already know who this person is, or there's been some kind of separation, okay, but there is some coming together. There is some message that or experience that allows you guys to unify. That is, it's like, because it's like God, the universe, the angels are saying it's time now. It's time now for you guys to come together. It's time now for you guys to heal, grow as a couple, as a unit. All right, it's time to like awaken to the next level of experience, to come into, come into this pair. And you might not even see this yet. You might not even know that this is happening. And this is funny because it is very much different than 1 and 2. 1 and 2 felt like I already knew the story, whereas you guys, I feel like you're coming into the story. This is almost the build up into the story. Okay, King of Wands type, whether it's male or female, okay, I see them about to receive maybe the inspiration that come towards you, or the message, or the inspiration to message, okay? But it's almost as though they need to come into their power. They've needed to realize self, or realize something about self, so that this could then happen, okay? And they're very, very confident, maybe very creative, very powerful, very exuberant, a lot of character, a lot of energy, a lot of fire. And yeah, so I think maybe they needed to realize this about themselves so that they could come towards you, okay? But whether or not you feel them, you might be feeling this happening, okay? But you might not see it quite yet in your outer world, okay? You might not know about this yet. This message might still be in the works, or this healing process might still be in the works, okay? But know that even though you don't see it yet, you guys will be unified very soon, okay? Coming together as a unit, okay? And then we see again 2 cards of travel. So travel could have something to do with it for some of you, but it's coming together to bring ourselves into a time of more peace, of more ease in life. Finally coming together to experience life as a unit, okay, as a whole. We do see a child here, someone, again here, so someone or both of you might have a child, or maybe you come together and have a child together. But yeah, it's almost like this is something that you're like, is it ever going to happen for me? Or I don't see it, but I feel it. And then it's like, finally, it is coming into your physical world. Finally, you will have each other. Okay, you will, yeah, actually be able to have each other, hold each other. You know what I mean? It's just, it's like things are getting prepared. Things are getting worked out. There's just a little bit last bit of healing and patience needed, okay? And I feel like you have been very, very patient already. But yes, there is some kind of news, message, experience coming in that is going to unify you two, that is going to wake you up to the next level of healing of life, of, you know, your purpose that is meant for you both to do together going forward. The healing, the learning, going forward now is meant to be together. Okay, so whether that's you guys just meeting and starting your journey in love, or it's you guys, and maybe it's not even love, right? Maybe this is a friendship or a partnership. But it's you guys meeting and growing in this new way, but as a unit, okay? Yeah, I almost want more information here. Combining forces. The sum is greater than the parts. So going forward now, maybe you guys have had healing journeys on your own. And this is just saying now it's way more beneficial. You guys are way more powerful as a couple. Okay, you guys are now maybe healed on a certain level, realizing power, realizing self-love, and it's just time. Okay, yeah, you guys are definitely going to be more powerful as a group, as a union. And maybe right now you're trying to decide. Maybe some of you are like, or maybe this person has already come into your life, but you're like refusing to see. And you don't know whether you should trust them or go with them or not. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. So that's going to be a specific message for some of you that came through, where you're like, I don't know if I should trust them. I don't know, maybe they've messaged you and you're like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know if I should trust my intuition or my instincts, or maybe they don't look like you thought they would, or maybe, you know, there's something there that you're not sure of, but it's like, for whatever reason, your intuition is telling you, trust them, go with them, try it out, you know, give them a chance, something like that. Yeah, we see the Knight of Cups here. And we see, it's interesting, we're seeing the woman giving this knight her cup, or his cup, you know. But it's like, it's that being vulnerable. This is what I'm getting here. It's that vulnerability, risking being vulnerable, and maybe that's what you're afraid of, or that's what's kind of giving you this, I don't know. This is like almost like indecision, like it's a risk. Do I go with them? Do I take this risk? Do I, put myself out there? Do I put my heart out there? And they want you to know that yes, this person you can trust. They won't throw your love away. They really are going to cherish it, okay? They're a noble person. They're someone who's going to, cherish you. They're very emotionally connected and mature, and they mean well, okay? They really mean well. Wow. Okay, so we have another king, and we have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this other person is very, very balanced because we have fire, water, and air. It's almost like the only thing they're missing is love. That's the thing that's going to really step them up to the next level. But it's like they are coming into their power. And with the Three of Pentacles here, it's like you guys are meant to build something here in life together, okay? Building up into the physical. So either that's building your careers together, building a really beautiful home and home life together, a family. Okay, but this person is mature. They are, they know what they want to do. They're very confident in their abilities. They're extremely wise and smart, okay, and honest. And you know what? The Knight of Cups is so earnest. Like, maybe he hasn't completely mastered his emotions, but I think that's where you come in, okay? That's where you come in to help this person. And sorry, I don't mean to like be labeling whoever. This could be the situation switched, okay? But you're helping this person mature emotionally by giving them your love, by showing that you trust them, by showing that you're willing to put it on the line, okay? That, you know what, I do want this to go somewhere, or I am willing to risk it. I am willing to be vulnerable. I am willing to give you my heart. And by doing that, you help this person grow and open up emotionally and become the person that they're meant to become, and become for you as well. Okay, become for each other. I think it's crazy because I think maybe you're much more, it's like you're a very healed person, I think. Like you're very much whole as you are. Okay, and I think this person's like just about there. They're almost there as well. Like maybe you guys have done a lot of healing on your own separate journeys, and maybe this last bit of your both healing journeys is to come together, and it's like the last bit is that emotional side where we are meant to open up and be vulnerable, and that's where we're meant to grow and heal and evolve together. We are greater together. This, the sum is greater than the parts. And we were individuals having to do our own individual journeys. And now we're meant to grow in this new way, which is emotionally, which is in love and trust and everything that comes with that. Okay. So you're meant to come together now and grow in this new way, to build. And yeah, I think a lot of you guys are definitely directly connected within your work or within building something in the physical. Okay. All right, I want more cards here. Yeah, I think with Judgment, it's like your purpose is very highly connected. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. I think you guys, first of all, your connection's going to be electric. Like when you meet them, you're going to be like, this is the one. Like it's like eyes locked, like electricity starts going, lightning starts happening. It's like fireworks. Like this is a crazy, crazy connection that it it's fire. It's electric. It's in the air. You're like, whoa, that's them. I know it. They stand out to you. You stand out to them. You guys are like very different, but in a beautiful way. It catches each other's eye. You're like, oh my gosh, that's them. And I think your purpose here, connected, what you're meant to build, I think it's meant to be really, really big. Maybe you guys change the world in some way, or you change aspects of the world, you change aspects of certain industries, or I don't know what this is. It's like you have such power, and it's almost like you come together and you guys like take over. You take over something. You bring things down that need to be brought down, or you build things up. It's like maybe you're here to break down paradigms of certain ways. It's like this connection is just, okay, that's what it is. This is what it feels like. And you guys are unstoppable together. You guys are here to bring shit down and then rebuild, okay, on more stable foundations, on things that are meant to last. And maybe this is, your own lives, okay? It's like what was there before was nothing stable. It was like very rocky or shaky. You're not foundationally safe. You guys come together and you're like, okay, it's all being brought down now. We're here to rebuild together. We're here to rebuild something solid. We bring our minds together. We bring our hearts together. And it's like, I think you guys have a greater purpose here, that is meant to shake things up in certain aspects, or in certain industries, in certain places of the world, in certain aspects of the world. I don't know what this is, but it's big. It's like you guys coming together, look out. Okay, you guys mean business. You guys are going to shake things up. Okay, it's going to change not only yourselves, your whole world. Okay, but it's also going to change the world as a whole in some way. You guys coming together, this needs to happen, unifying and working together and shaping something within the world, within the earth. And maybe it's like, people like flock to you guys, or like something, maybe the work that you do, it's like people like want to be part of it, or it's like you lead in some way, you have a team. But you guys are like the king and queen of this. Whoa. This is power. This is power. You guys are definitely stronger together. You guys have such a massive, massive purpose on this earth together. Like what you've been doing before, it was great, right? It was powerful. But what you're doing together is like, you have no idea. It's like two juggernauts coming together, and it's like, whoa, earth-shattering. Okay, we're gonna get you guys one last message. All right, we got the Page of Cups. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's such a sweet love. Like you guys are so powerful as a couple, but you guys, your inner children really, really connect together, okay? And I think you guys are both really connected with that inner child within ourselves. And your inner children, you guys are going to be best friends first and foremost, okay? And even as much as maybe your outer world or your purposes are like really big and intense and crazy sometimes, or just like very powerful, you guys still have this silliness about you, and you're always able to have fun. You're always connected, okay? And you're able to build big in the physical world with the King of Pentacles. This is big time stability, big time abundance, okay? It's like building that legacy, building that foundation, but we build it always keeping our inner children at the foremost, okay? Or our children. Maybe this is you creating a child here, okay? Creating that family that you've always wanted. But yeah, this is like, it's beautiful. This is your best friend, okay? And the most perfect partnership. And you guys are so powerful, but yet also so vulnerable. Like, you guys really make each other's inner child feel safe and loved and heard and fun and free. And yeah, you guys aren't afraid to be yourselves, your goofy, weird selves. And it's something here to grow, to last, okay, forever. This is something here to stay, something very foundational in your life that's going to create, you guys are going to create together so many works of art, so many masterpieces in whatever way you guys do that. Something of real value for the world, okay? And other people might know you for your work. All right, something that can be passed down, a legacy that can be passed down. That's also going to create a very comfortable life. Yeah, you guys are very solid as a couple. Beautiful. So that was your twin flame journey. Pile number 3. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. I'd love to know if it did, if you have anything to share at all. Love to hear it. But yeah, if this reading resonated, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation or this connection, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. I also have other healing experiences there for you if you are interested or curious. Again, you can go to my website or you can email me. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next reading. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your twin flame journey reading. We are going to get right into it. So you guys chose the conflict card. All right, so it says will to power, hostility, jealousy, stubbornness, aggression, fear, competitiveness, controversy. So right off the bat, you guys could be in separation, or you could be like having a lot of conflicts right now with each other, if you're with each other, or you could be separated from a conflict, okay? I mean, and also some of you could literally, your twin flame could be, someone that you really butt heads with, okay? There might be a lot of competitive nature with you guys because maybe you're so similar, so it creates a lot of like hot-headedness, right? A lot of fire, a lot of intense energy. You guys actually the only pile who got 2 cards. So you have the clinging. It says fire, illumination, inspiration, devotion, an all-consuming passion, regeneration, spirituality, virtue, enlightenment. Again, we see the hotness, the fire. So this could be a very passionate connection, or you guys could help each other through conflict, funny enough, right? Where it's like it's facing the fire. It's in these intense experiences in which we help each other grow, in which we help each other reach enlightenment, reach awareness. Okay, there's something here about that, you know, that deep fire, yeah. Let's see, I'm going to get more information here. So funny, literally without a doubt, without a skip, Spirit has used the same deck in every reading. I find that very interesting. All right, what does pile thank you for need to know? Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. More of that fire, that passion, that enlightenment. Four of Swords. Judgment. So many similar cards coming up today. Okay, this one wants to come out as well. Let me just take a look here. So if you guys have been in separation, okay, just to know that there is a union coming in soon, that this was meant to happen to heal, okay, so that we would heal, so that we would rest. And eventually, like, this was for the both of us to reach us into this new, there is like this new inspiration. I don't know if, okay, this is very interesting. I'm gonna have to sit with this one for sure. It's almost like you guys are you reaching enlightenment? It's almost like, I want some clarity here. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you and your twin flame fight a lot, or you have fought before. There's been a lot of conflict, or you had to deal with jealousy. But whatever these things were that you guys always come up against was there for you guys to work on. Okay, there was something here, part of your karmic path, a part of your connection that you were meant to face and work on. Okay, as individuals together as well, where it was like you were meant to heal this conflict. Maybe this aggression, stubbornness, fear, right? Jealousy. Maybe one or both of you held certain aspects of this. And we came together in this lifetime as a connection, or will, okay, to work on these things. This is part of our path, part of our journey, to help each other work through these things, to realize that if we are holding any of these things within ourselves, that it will be reflected in our outer world. And so you guys were like a reflection of that in the outer world. So if I hold jealousy, right, there are things that are going to happen through you that show me that about myself, show me those things that I hold, right? And I will become jealous. And then I will realize, oh, I have this aspect of myself that, a low self-worth, or I have, distrust, or things from childhood that I have to work through. Okay, we really helped each other by showing that direct reflection of difficult things within ourselves that needed healed. We saw that in the other person, creating this intense conflict, yes. But ultimately, that is the key to our ultimate freedom. It's almost like you guys had a path of birthing through fire. It's like that really intense passion, that intense relationship, because we had maybe a lot to heal. This almost reminds me of Phoenix, right? It's like having to go through maybe difficult lessons, but maybe we needed it to be difficult in order to catch our attention, in order to free us, because maybe we had really intense things that we were holding on to, like competitiveness, controversy, stubbornness, all of these things that are really hold on hard, and that were hard to move, that are hard to let go of, that are hard to burn away. So we needed to see that in the other person in order to have it obvious for us, in order so that we could work on it, so that we could heal it. So that we could realize that that is within myself and is therefore being reflected in this other person and in my outer world. Finding the gold, okay, working through it slowly but surely, finding the gold within the difficulty, within the conflicts that I keep coming up against with this person. Okay, it was giving me the gold, it was giving me the keys to my own healing, to my own liberation, to my own freedom. Okay, to the ultimate, to enlightenment, okay, to this great tool, okay? It's like, yes, and sometimes our paths are all different, right? Our paths are all different, and sometimes we need that more intenseness, okay, of coming together, and it's like, oh, I see. they're showing us ourselves, and we're such a good reflection of the other. And it can be very difficult and very intense, very passionate, right? Super, wow, all consuming. And sometimes we need that to show where I'm stuck, to show what I'm holding on to, all of the unhealthy things that I might be, that maybe I have learned within my life that are keeping me stuck, that are keeping me held down. And so we are helping each other free ourselves. And sometimes in the beginning, that looks like intense conflict. Okay. It's like we're both stubborn. And so we're like, oh my gosh, you're so stubborn. You're so stubborn. It's like, well, one of us has to come down. And it's like having that intense love that we don't want to give up. And so sometimes, so we care so much. And so it comes out in such a passionate way. And so we have to learn that if this is going to work, we have to let go of some of these things that we carry, that we've learned, in order to make this work, in order to go forward, in order to heal. It shows us, okay, I need to heal, and they need to heal, and vice versa. Okay, that we do have control over our story, over, how we treat each other, and therefore treating ourselves. And so we really helped each other slowly but surely, right? I'm sure this took a long time to figure out, or it will, depending on which part of the story you're in, whether you've met this person or not. But it's like you give each other the tool, okay, by showing each other this thing. You really do see where you're clinging on to in life, and it's like you bring illumination through this intensity. You help each other awaken and heal and rise through. And sometimes we do need that. Sometimes our paths require fire. They require, the burning, the intensity. Okay, and so it's like almost like you give each other the tools through that. Okay, and it is liberating you. It's ultimately, it's the all-consuming, passion, which then eventually, burns away anything that is clinging or not meant to come through. And then you're left with this like pure, vibrancy. That is our true selves, that is not keeping us down through these lower vibrations. It becomes this like beautiful fire, this creative passion, just like true love, and also freedom and enlightenment. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Through the struggle, right? Through having to struggle together, struggle against each other. But ultimately that makes us better, right? Ultimately it helped us become free, or it will help us become free, because you go, okay, I'm going up against this. And then you see, oh, it's within me. I also have the same stick. I also have the same wand that I'm trying to fight you against. Or, you're like, oh, you're so this. And then you go, well, I'm that too. So it's like that beautiful reflection within the other, right? And sometimes it has to be intense for us to see it. The moon, our shadow, right? Doing the shadow work. Look at that, the world, and look at that beautiful world representation with the 3 of Cups, and then another Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you guys are helping each other. Sorry, did I just shake that up? No. Helping each other work through your shadows, work through all of the subconscious stuff, the subconscious fear. You help each other shine a light on things that we maybe don't want to look at, or that we're afraid to look at, or, unconscious patterns, behaviors, by coming up against conflict. And this doesn't have to be a a romantic relationship. This could be friendship, a good friendship. You'll know it's this, the twin flame in your life is someone that is like, feels like a battle. Like it feels like yourself, like you're coming up against yourself, and you're like, you're so this, and they're like, you're that too, And then, but you love each other so much, right? That you have to figure out you then are forced to look within yourself. Okay, where am I being this? Because I'm seeing it within them, and we're so alike, and I want this to work. And so it forces you to do the inner work, to turn within yourself, and vice versa within this other person as well. You help each other in that way by the coming up and battling or conflict, fighting. Right? It's building the strategy. It's helping the other turn their defenses down from you and look within self. And it's almost like they're your sparring partner. And it's like, yeah, we see the truth in the other, and it's almost like this. Yes, it can get intense for sure, but we always come back to each other, and it creates this like beautiful passion and really fiery, creative power and love and sexual power. And sometimes, all relationships are unique and different, and our paths are all different, and what we need is different, right? How we heal is going to look different. So it's like you guys come up against each other because you're so alike. Battle it out. Go, oh, you know what? I could do this different next time. Oh, you know what? What I see within them, I also hold that. And then we allow that to come together and bring us together. And then it's like this really passionate coming together. Maybe you guys just love fighting because it brings that passion. I don't know, but it's like we fill each other's cups. We help each other out through being reflected in the unconscious patterns, by having these conflicts. Okay. And therefore it really does help us grow. It helps us emotionally evolve together. Okay. It helps us fill each other's own cup with love. Okay. With the necessities. Because as long as you can come together at the end of the day, right, with this, the world is at successful completion, right? It's saying, yes, there might be a lot of battles. You might go through a lot of conflict together, but this is all to bring you closer together. It's all to heal you. And you guys maybe just picked a life, or you had karma that was needed in this way. Okay, but the love is there, the successful completion of us coming together in peace, in being healed, in celebration, in feeling that fullness of life and love, and look, helping each other, giving to each other. Okay, it's like you will get over this conflict, and eventually it's just giving that goodness to each other. Okay, learning through trial and error, that at the end of the day we're here for each other, and that we do love each other, and that we want each other to grow and to prosper and to do well, not as as individuals for sure, but also as a unit, as a couple, or as a union in some manner. Okay, that we are here to help each other, that we do want the best for each other, finding the gold, finding the treasure through trial and error, through the battling, through the strategic moves of bringing up the shadow, bringing up the unconscious stuff, the fears, the worries, the anxieties, right? And cleansing it, bringing it up. Look, this is what I have for you. Well, this is what I have for you. Bah, bah, bah. Okay, well, now we know it's out there. Now we see it. Now I'm able to see myself through you. But we'll always come together. We'll always find a way. We'll always find the nourishment, the juice, the love to fill each other's cups. No one will ever come away with nothing, even through, what seems as though a conflict or a negative situation, right? We always come out with something of value for the other. Okay, we see that imagery again and again, right? It's not for nothing. Okay, it really does help us balance out, heal, till and you will work that out. You will be liberated out of this. Okay, you will come into a much more peaceful and harmonious time together, where it's like we are just giving the love instead of the the fighting, the battle. It's going to be, we come to a point where we are healed together. Okay, and here I only give you the love, or I only give you the goodness, and we're just filling each other's cups. Like, you do have that time in your lives together where it is, way more love and wholeness and healing. The battling's over. Okay, the lack, the feeling cold, left out in the cold. You have, look, success and victory over this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's like going from a time of feeling maybe, like there is so much battle. Maybe it's a battle with each other. There's so much change. There's so much challenge, in our lives. Maybe with each other, but also maybe on the outside world where it just feels like there's so much we go up against. Okay. But this is here for you guys because it's part of your healing path, okay? It is meant to come up so that you can see it and heal it and look at it, all right? But you are meant to have victory over this, okay? You are meant to come through this victorious, successful, okay? Look at this, 10 of Cups, all right? After the rain, after the hardship, after the battling, after the difficulty, okay? The sun is going to come up. The sun will come up. It is filling your cups, okay? All of this difficulty, challenges and changes and conflict, okay? It's all there to nourish a more long-lasting, happy life together, maybe family together, right? It's meant to, we're supposed to learn all the hard lessons up front so that later on we enjoy the fruits, so that later on we enjoy the love and the lightness and the prosperity, okay? And look at that, Fool, new beginning, okay? A fresh new beginning together in a new way with new passion, with new love, with new light, with excitement, okay? You guys are, I don't know if you're in this connection already or not, but you guys are going to come out of this time of conflict, of difficulty, okay? Of fighting, of maybe, not having the finances you need, or not having, or feeling maybe a bit of coldness, feeling a bit of separation, or being in separation, that you are meant to come through this victorious together, okay? That all of these difficult situations, we're here to nourish your future together. We're here to fill the cups to guarantee a happy, fulfilling life, existence together. You can't get higher than the 10. You're going to have a new beginning together that is free of the karma, that is free of the lack, that is free of the conflict and the fighting and the challenge and the difficulty, okay? You are about to embark, or you will be embarking at one point in your relationship. You'll know if you've already been going through this, you're about to embark on a new beginning together, okay? A fresh new journey of where it's going to feel so much better and lighter, more loving, more harmonious. If you haven't met this person yet, and this is speaking on your kind of path with your twin flame that you have yet to meet, know that one day you will come out of this, the time of always being challenged and fighting, that you are meant to reach freedom and fulfillment together, okay? That you are going to have a new beginning in your life, in your relationship, that is going to lead to so much prosperity, so much happiness, so much joy, freedom, okay? Enlightenment. Yeah. There is hope, okay? There is hope. There is new passion. There is a successful outcome in this connection, in this twin flame connection. All right? Whew. So that was intense. Pile number 4, that was your reading today, and I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated with you, or if you want to share anything, please leave a comment. I would love to hear about your situation, or if this sounds like a connection that you know of, or that you hope to have. I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, if this reading resonated, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation or this connection, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. You can I also provide other healing experiences on my website, which you can take a look at. If you'd like to know more, you can email me. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next reading. All of my love. Peace.